What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Durkee Chan. Welcome back, Fragrance Family. Hope y'all smelling good. Hope y'all feeling good, man. Happy Friday, y'all. Man, we made it, guys. We made it to the end of the week. I hope everybody was grinding, stacking up that paper so we can make fragrance purchases. Y'all know what time it is, guys. We're gonna do a comparison of DIOR SAUVAGE with Armaf Club de Nuit Intense. Man, you got the cheapie versus the more expensive designer fragrance. Let's just get the compliments out the way. Both of these will get you 100% compliments, okay? No brainer. I was wearing DIOR SAUVAGE all day today. It's Friday here, weekends here. Time to ramp up the fun. So I had to spray on DIOR SAUVAGE. And oh man, the more I wear DIOR SAUVAGE, the more it is turning me into a believer, guys. I cannot lie. I did not like DIOR SAUVAGE the first time I wore it, but man, I kept on giving it a try, and over time the fragrance really opened up, and I just absolutely love DIOR SAUVAGE Eau de Toilette. This one's a fresh, spicy, ambery, citrusy fragrance. Has this crazy punch of bergamot in the opening, and it just slowly calms down. And then the citron pepper and the black pepper itself really start to pick up, and you get hints of lavender in DIOR SAUVAGE, and it's just something that is so magnetic. It's so delicious. It's so addicting when you smell it. You smell it once, you want to smell it again and again and again. And then in the base you have that heavy ambroxan that comes and hits you in the face, guys. So this is my badge code for DIOR SAUVAGE. Let's see if you could see it in the light. This is a 2020 variation, I believe. It's somewhere here, guys. Bear with me. But this is a 2020 variation. I just can't find it right now. It has gotten away from me. Here it is. I found it, guys. The number's right there. I'm trying to line it up with the light to show y'all. But y'all get the idea. Right? It looks like what? 0A01? Yep. Y'all just gonna have to trust me on this, man. I love DIOR SAUVAGE. I'm gonna put some on right now. Good heavens, that smells so freaking good. The bergamot is so rich and juicy, fresh. It really hits all your senses in your nose. Absolute pinnacle of sexy casual. Pops off my skin. Projects. Amazing. People who say it doesn't last long, it's probably nose fatigue. Alright, this thing is amazing. So, once I use up this bottle, as you can see, I'm starting to use more of DIOR SAUVAGE because I'm starting to like it a lot more. I'm definitely going to buy a bigger size. It is a fantastic fragrance. Only downside with DIOR SAUVAGE is that it's very expensive, right? $100 for a 3.4 fluid ounce 100 ml bottle for eau de toilette. But I would say it's justified. It smells so freaking good. Second downside is that it is widely used, right? But again, everybody's skin chemistry is different. You might spray on DIOR SAUVAGE and it might smell sweeter on you. You might spray on DIOR SAUVAGE and it might smell spicier on you. So, roll the dice. If you like the smell and it really speaks to you, don't let the fragrance being very well liked and worn by many deter you. It's still gonna smell good, guys. Holy cow. Came out in 2015. 6 years later, it's still a banger. Alright, now let's move on to the next banger. I think what DIOR SAUVAGE did in its time, I think Armaf Club de Nuit Intense Man will do in its time. So here it is. This is the eau de toilette version that I have from Armaf. Good heavens, guys. The easiest way I could describe Armaf is basically if you took DIOR SAUVAGE, right, and you ripped away all that pepper, but you kept that citrusy bergamot opening, and you threw in a lots of smoky woods, you get Armaf, man. It's another one of those very, very sexy, fruity scents, man. It's a citrus fruity scent, first and foremost, but then birch. The birch in this thing really, really elevates this fragrance to God tier, I would say. It gives it this sophistication, this masculineness, this mysteriousness, this eleganceness. It's just, oh man, it just smells really, really good, you know? Like, you spray it on your clothes, you spray it on your skin, let it dry down for like 15-20 minutes, and it is the sexiest, smokiest scent you've ever smelled. Like, this to me, for $30, you get a $100 priced fragrance. Like, this to me is one of my top fives, you know? You got DIOR SAUVAGE, you got Bleu de Chanel, and you got Armaf Club de Nuit Intense. Man, those are my new top 3 fragrances. Holy cow. So, I digress. This one starts off super lemony, hint of pineapple, but then you really, really get smoky birch. Smells like you're in a freaking forest. So, both of these get very, very high compliments. Very, very high compliments. So, if you want to get attention, you want to get compliments, whether it's from girls, guys, you will get them with either of these fragrances, okay? Regardless of your age range, you could be a teen, you spray this on, and it just gives you that extra sexiness. You know, if you're an older gentleman in their 50s and 60s, you spray either one of these on, and it will just give you that, give you that vitality back, that power back. Now, in terms of performance, this is where things begin to get interesting. Armaf, a $30 fragrance, does last a bit longer than DIOR SAUVAGE. I would say it would last an hour longer than DIOR SAUVAGE. Alright? But at the end of the day, guys, do not worry about performance. You could always spray more to turn up the performance, right? Or you could just carry a small refillable atomizer and spray it throughout the day if you don't smell it. But my recommendation would to be always test your fragrances. You know, if you're just lounging around at home with your missus, do 3 to 5 sprays. Watch the time that you sprayed it on, and then go about your daily life. And then after 4 or 5 hours, if you can't smell it, see if your missus can still smell it. If she still smells it after 4 or 5 hours and you can't, that means your nose has gone blind. It's not the fragrance's fault, it's your nose's fault. So go clear it out, go for a run, smell some coffee, and come back, and you'll smell the fragrance again, okay? So both of these last 6 hours definitely, but Club de Nuit Intense, man, gives you that extra 6 to 7 to 8 hours of longevity. So this one is the better performing fragrance, guys. But man, I just cannot get over the fact that this fragrance right here is $30. $30. I'm so glad it's so very, very well priced, because that means I get to buy more. I could buy 3 Armafs to 1 Sauvage, and I'll be set for the rest of the year. But if you're deciding between these two, the simplest way that I could put it is that if you're on a budget and you just want a sexy fragrance to wear all year round that makes you get a lot of attention, go with Armaf, man. You cannot go wrong with this fragrance if you want that smoky, masculine, woody scent and you like citruses. $30. I think this is a must-have in your collection if you are into fragrances. It is very, very highly recommended by people like Jeremy Fragrance, and it is, without a reason, one of my favorite fragrances that I have picked up on my fragrance journey. I cannot stop smelling it, and I will never, never, never not have this in my collection, guys. So, if you're on a budget, you only have $40, $50 to spend, I would definitely pick up Armaf over DIOR SAUVAGE. It gives you way more value for that $50. Now, if you have a bigger budget and you want to have some fun, man, why not pick up both? It's just gonna run you about $130 to pick up Sauvage and Armaf. That's a price of a Leather Homme Sport Eau Extreme. Why have one fragrance when you could have two, right? But I would pick up DIOR Sauvage if you are not a big fan of that woodsy, smoky, fruity smell that comes off in Armaf Club de Nuit Intense. Man, if you want something spicier, a bit more edgy, a bit fresher, you cannot go wrong with DIOR Sauvage. This has to be in your collection. Again, these two are must-haves in your fragrance collection. I mean, they're very similar in smells, but then they're also very different. It's crazy how fantastic both of these fragrances are. And the more I get into fragrances, the more I realize, man, there's a lot of things that are good, but they're not great, like a Armaf or a DIOR Sauvage or a Bleu de Chanel, So, again, I think if you were just to have Armaf, DIOR Sauvage, and then Bleu de Chanel, EDP, you'd be pretty much set. But in terms of these two, cheaper option is Armaf, no brainer. And then if you want something a bit more edgy, a bit spicier, a bit more playful in a sense, because Armaf isn't as playful as DIOR Sauvage. It's a bit more of a serious scent. It does have some fruitiness into it that makes it a bit playful. But if you're looking for ultimate casual fragrance, DIOR Sauvage will be your number one choice in terms of designer. It is a bit more pricey, but you do get that quality. And again, guys, don't be deterred by performance. Both of these will perform well. I just sprayed on DIOR Sauvage and I am loving it. But that's all I could really say. Both of these fragrances are, I think, must-have. If you end up buying DIOR Sauvage, chances are you're going to end up picking up Armaf, vice versa. So these two are very tied, very high marks in my collection, guys. That's all I have, guys. Let me know which one you pick up. I would recommend you pick up Armaf first because it's cheaper, and then work your way up to something like DIOR Sauvage. Alright? But other than that, I love these two fragrances. I wear them pretty much once or twice throughout the week in my rotation, every single week. They're just that good. DIOR Sauvage, weekend banger, and then Armaf is another weekend banger, but it could work on the weekdays. So I would say it's a bit more versatile. You could kind of wear it to the office. You could kind of wear it to a wedding or stuff like that. Wear it to a date. Where's DIOR Sauvage again? You might smell like her ex, So try not to do that. That's all I have today, guys. Thank you very much. Like, comment, and subscribe. And fragrance family, let me know what I can do better. This fragrance is for you guys. Man, I'm giving you the honest opinion about these fragrances. They don't pay me yet. So, I got to give you the honesty. Even though if they do pay me, I'm just going to give that all right back to the community, I'm going to take that YouTube earnings when I hit 1K. I'm going to be buying fragrances and, giving it away to y'all. So, that's what I hope to do. So if y'all like that stuff, like, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned for more fragrance videos like this. I appreciate all the love, guys. We just hit 550 subscribers. This is blowing my mind. Pretty much a year ago, I was at 2 subscribers. So I love the growth. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope I could continue making videos for y'all and give back when I can. That's all I have, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna put on some more DIOR Sauvage, man. This thing is magic. Peace, guys.